Or not. What's the deal? What's the deal, everyone who's not here? Is there anyone here? I'm by myself. What? Fresh cut? Nah, bro. I just, my hair just behind my back. Just like a fucking Matrix feeding tube and shit. Definitely not, bro. But we do got some runners. I had a way better entry in on my funded account. Shit never got close to it. Matrix plugin. Yeah. Is there no one coming through to the Zoom side? You guys are gonna take a little while. He said, yo, what happened? No mic? Gang, I gotta run to the corner store and buy some drugs. And buy some illegal drugs. For now, we got this runner running. I'm really looking. You see this thing right here? See that drop from here? This is where I was looking to get in on the top of the wick. I got such a late entry here in the signals. About 20 pips too late. That's why we didn't get a massive win, but we did secure 75% of the position here at around 40 pips. And we're looking for this to really see the top wick into here. It smacked that area right there, right on the dot, that 30 over here, right into that area. And as we got into that area, look where this area brings you, all the way down here. So we are going to look for this celery play. It's already happened. It's coming down here. We're way ahead of price here. And I'm really looking to get back to that previous range. Why not all the way down here? Like I said, if we look at a 15, see the extent of this range. Some kind of just a little bit before it gets to the end. I'd really get that. It's about 120 pips. Yeah, but once we get to 100, I might go like, hey, 3, go to market X and just buy. Yeah. The live account, we're up about 50 pips right now, but I went double than what we had our initial entry. You know, we closed minus 20 pips over there, so I went double on this one, and I closed 90% of my position over there, 36 pips, and I only got 10% running. So I'm gonna leave this for the see if we can get to the gap fill. If not, then no. Tough bottom wick here. No, tough. I'm sorry. Tough closure on the 15. Not really a bottom wick, and this could be a bottom wick for the 30. So let's see if we can re-break the low here with the top wick and come back down. I do have stops at BE on this runner, and we're gonna see if we can take advantage of it. The entry though on here is much better than live account. We're up about 54 pips right now. Full TP is at around 300. Over here, I have it here, and then I'm gonna have the wick fill all the way down here. Okay. 40.55. Make this a 2. Confirm. Make that a 2, and then we'll have, you know, we'll have a limit. We'll have 3 more running. Maybe it'll be worth our time. Hey, I put TP on the live account here at 100 pips flat. If we get that little fill to the previous range, that'll be it for the live account. We'll keep this rolling here on the funded. I don't even know. Should I let the floodgates in? Should I open up? Oh, should I let the floodgates? Should I let the locked people out? Should I lock out people in? I can't speak. Can't talk. Okay, how about this? I'm gonna run to the store real quick, and let's open up the floodgates, but we'll only do a giveaway for you guys. You guys don't care. You already got that W. Good for both of us. And if people come in here, you guys can tell them, hey, I went to the store to buy some shit. Done. I gotta change that trace taken thing. All right. I gotta change that trace taken. Oh, whoa, whoa. Echo. Yeah, we looking good here. Echo, stream out. Yeah, everything looking good. All right, gang. 5 minutes. I'll be right back. backwards, you fucking. You should grow backwards. Become younger. You have more respect when you were 20 than at 40. It's sick. Crazy. Craziness. Craziness. All right, we're back. Screen bugging. What's wrong with the screen? Tell me. What else? What else? What else? Oh, dang, I missed it. How did he caught that sell? What's the reasoning? Good ass price. Get the bundle, bro. Get the bundle. He took it inside the private community in the Signal channel. If you got the bundle, you would have been in this. Screen's still bugging. I'm not sure what you mean, screen bugging. What part is bugging? Reload your screen. Reload your computer. If I reload anything on mine, the stream will end. Looks fine to me. I just reloaded my YouTube. It's fine. The screen bugging? Hold on, let me try to fix some of this. I like it better like this, because then people fit in there. It keeps loading from time to time. So that's not me. It's not mine's not loading. That's something with you. Your end is bad OBS. Okay, let's go to OBS. On my end, everything seems to run perfectly. What do we have? Oh, the only thing I see that's not running as smooth as it should is the scroll. That's not me. That's the scroll bar on the bottom kind of pops a little. That's stream elements separate play. Yeah, I don't know. I wish I got a better entry though on the live. We got in at 92.9 here on the live, and we got in at 94.6 on the funded. So a lot better entry. The live was down somewhere down here, 92. It was supposed to be up here at the top of that wick right there, and then it was also supposed to be right here at 95.1, but I saw that really late, so it took me. I didn't see it late. I'm sorry. I opened up the funded account first. It loaded up first, so I ended up taking the trade on the funded first, and by the time I got to the live, it was a bit later. Split second. It was literally like 5 seconds, 17 pips. The only difference. So I collected on the funded here 16 pips more, right? On the live we have 36, right? I want to say 30. On the live we caught 34, 35. Yeah. So on the funded I got 50 pips. I closed 75% at 50 pips on top. We're looking for 120. 200 and then 300 and almost 400. Hold on a second, Jeff. Books, you were featured on my YouTube, whatever that means. Maybe you're out of timeout. Oh man, I hope so. I hope so. A couple of people told me they saw me on the homepage, but man, that would be lovely. Featured, whatever that means. Come on, we need this top wick on the 30 and bring us down. This is a good place. We don't want to break this high. We also look at the entry we have. So this is above this wick. Technically, if this high breaks, we should head the other way. Technically, so we got it right at the point of knowing we're wrong, but on the live account it's a bit lower. Like right here, 92.9. Hope that's all we need. Maybe another celery play. Have you taken partials already? Yeah, this was a 20. This was a 20 lot. We opened this as a 20 lot, and I closed. This was taken on this candle, right? So I closed 75% of it. I closed 15 of it right here as this candle flipped when it came down here, and it was 50 pips on the dot actually. Like right where we are right now. This is where I closed my initial 15. New commenter here. I'm just curious, please don't shoot me, chat. Did you come into the market bullish or bearish this morning? I came into the market about half hour ago. Technically our stream doesn't start for another 20 minutes, and technically today is only a private stream, but because we got the early W, the gang was like, yep, open the floodgates, and we have opened them up and let you guys in here. So if there's any more positions, everybody will get them, but this was only for the private channel here, because today is only a private stream. But like I said, once we got a W, we'll open up the floodgates. We'll also do a giveaway, but that's also only for the private members. I guess you guys will get to watch the giveaway, but only the private community, the gang over here in the Zoom, will get a chance to be a part of that. And yeah, you want to be a part of the trades, get the bundle. If not, hey man, show up to the I try to run the streams as fair as possible, as much as possible. So look, we took the trade with the private community. It's fair to them, right? They paid for it. They get the W. Now we open up the floodgates. If there's any more trades, you guys will get a W as well. The Zoom door, por favor. Holy, like these people have not spoken to me the way I speak to them in a long time. Zoom door, where are you at? Oh, you are here. Oh, you very nice. You make a Zoom entrance look like a summer entrance. Oh. What's up, man? The Zoom door, por favor. The motherfucker's not even at the door. Bro, where you at? Fair enough. Thanks for the reply. I'm in Australia, so focus mainly on Asia. Yeah, I mean, this is Asia. Right? So we're here every evening. So keep showing up. We're here every morning.
What's going on, everybody?
Eddie.
Yeah, YouTube promoted you on my page. I saw it.
Really? Fucking amazing.
What happened? Were you banned or something?
Dude, so yesterday I got my own pop-up, like on my own feed, like recommended. I was like, that's bullshit because it's my own feed. It's probably showing me some. And then somebody else over here said, who was it? Right here. Baseline. He said, you were featured on my YouTube, bro. Whatever that means. Maybe you're out of timeout. Now you say that. W. Yeah, I just see us tapping into this area with the top wick, and just I really want price to do the same thing. Let's mirror some of this to get us back to to gap fill. That was really the entry I was looking for. 96.6. What's the 1 hour looking like? 1 hour just made a bottom wick, right? This is a leg candle, and it's a leg candle. There's a chance we break this, and instead of this being the resistance, now this area could become support and pushing up. Do we want that? Fuck no. We want this shit to come down, right? And will it make sense to push up from here now? Not really, right? You do have the gap fill, but that's not the thing. What you do have is typically you'd want to drive up off support, and I just don't see this hitting support unless it's on a higher time frame, maybe on the 4 hour. Like the bottom wick here has not really tapped into a support. It kind of tapped into this area, the previous resistance. But support would be right here. Oof, maybe here. This really wasn't a support. This was more of a resistance right here. And we closed below it. So you'd expect that top wick somewhere right here. 4092, I think, is a pretty good area for this top wick. 4092.5. If we can top out right there, that wick actually falls in line with that closure, that would be amazing here. Because if we tap this area and re-break the low, there's absolutely no reason for us to come back up till we hit 200 pips. It will be a 200 pip trade if we re-break that low. There's just no support to bring us up in the way here. But, you know, that's an if, right? And we all know, you know, how iffy ifs can be. Yeah, I told you guys. I done told you guys. Can't bank on the ifs. You know what I mean? They don't necessarily reflect the is. What if is not what is. Right? Right? Your grandma had balls, she'd be your grandpa. But that's not what is. That's a what if. The if, right? We're not going to go by if. We're going to go by is. Your grandma's your grandma. I do feel very bullish, but still push down. Yeah, I'm waiting on support. You're waiting on support. We're all waiting on support. Let's be supportive. Be supportive. Be supportive. Honestly, I'm waiting on a resistance first here because I need this shit to tap this level and come right back down. Tap my white line and come down, baby. Come down, baby. I'm my own grandma. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Don't go up any higher. Come on. No more. 15. This is tough, gang. Bottom wick here right now to this area to 89.4 and a buy. 89.5, right? You're gonna get a bottom wick to here and respect how much. Honestly, I would take this if we got that bottom wick. If I wasn't in a trade, I would have taken this buy. If it doesn't form a top wick, but it just did. I think it flipped right there. If the first thing it did was come down, I would have taken that buy limit here, kept the stops right there, 30 pips. 30 pips stops, TP, partials at 43, and then interesting. All right, so live account BE, right? After securing funded account, yeah, we shall see. Yep, that's it. Why are we still at 1 open here? There we go. Why was it? All right, so 50 pips secured on that one, and continue. Let's continue. Get rid of everything we had on here. Also, if you're part of the private community, by the way, make sure you've got access to Zoom here. We're gonna do a little giveaway. You guys, 50K. What I gotta do? I gotta change all this language and stream elements. W bundlers. Yeah. W bundles. Okay, let's get rid of everything. How do you guys like the background? The background better now? Less less neon. Overall darker. Could make it brighter. I don't think it's bright enough on YouTube. Can I make it brighter? Motherfuckers with blue light glasses are fucking like, no, lighter. I was about to take a pull of my keys. All right, perfect. Everything out of the way. 8 p.m. coming up here. Let's discuss what we have here. Daily closed bullish, gapped up here, aka clean push up. Once it start coming down, it should be a clean move down. The resistance here. Oh yeah. See what the 4 hour does. 7 minutes. 2 hours of closing. No sense of direction. The 1 hour. Flip bullish. Okay. Here's the deal. Establish something here. Look at this. We had a leg candle close this way. Now you have a bullish leg candle going the other way. Man, chances are with that holding support, you fill this range. Here's what happened here, right? We had a heavy push up. We didn't have a push down. We had a reaction, right, after a push up. So if you look, market opens here. You get a push up, closure back in range. Failure to drive down the break of the lows, and a closure back up above the most recent level, which would make me think once you close up here, you should be retesting this wick before filling the gap down. So I would be bullish here trying to come up, and because you're retesting the high of the wick. You're not retesting a low here, right? The wicks are ranges on a smaller time frame. this in itself right here is a range, top of the wick to the body. Look where you're closing. You're going to close up above here. Well, I don't know if you're going to, but right now, the way it stays into that range here, you'd want to close above this area here. If you're able to do that, I think you should be coming up here. You're going to need a bottom wick, though. So market's going to have to attempt to push up, fail, come down into range, fail, and then I can look for the buys on a break of the highs. Let's be patient here. Let's lock in on this, and let's see if we can get some position. All right. I was also in the middle of lighting something up. Give me a minute while we watch this print, and maybe we'll get a position here. Technically, this is when our session should be starting. By the way, if you're part of the private community, if you are a bundle member, then please hop onto the Zoom side at around 9 p.m. Eastern, and I'll do a 50K instant funded account giveaway. An Ignite account from Top One. Yeah, it's roughly like a $300-400 account. Oh, honey. Where's my lighter? Oh, that's neat. Indeed. That's nice. Who did that? All right, what are we looking at? No top wick closure? I don't like the fact that we don't have a bottom wick here on that previous 15, right? Previous 30 to make one. What I do want to see though is a break of the lows here. If we can get a bottom wick, we'll have some buys, but there's not really a bottom wick here retesting the previous level. That sucks. All right, well, some more waiting here now. Right, we need a bottom wick. We did close above the range. Remember I said maybe a top wig, then back down, attempting to come back down here, and then a rebreak at the highs, but that's just happened. It just happened. Right. I think we have there's a 1 minute level here. Boom. The 1 minute, no top wig. Say it ain't so. Damn, Go was waiting on that. Yeah, but it's a good thing. Right, we said we have clean range above 97. Kind of, it's doing what we just spoke about. Clean range above 97. That so it filled it fairly quickly. The problem is we needed a bottom wick on that to make sure that it doesn't put us in drawdown. Eventually makes that bottom wick, and we get that out of the way, and then we could be a part of it. Takes that possible drawdown out of the picture, but in this case, ran up without us. I will wait. I will wait for some structure to print here. Sick. Yo, funniest story this morning. Benny was laying down next to next to the grass this morning, and all of a sudden he starts going like this. I'm like, what's going on? He's not even chewing. It's his mouth just moving. He opened it again. Yeah, he's got a problem with like animals going to his mouth, but not he doesn't eat them. The small ass iguana, like this big, like smaller than my finger, just this big, was running around his mouth. He didn't know what to do. He's like, bro, what's wrong with you? Put the bird in his mouth and chew it, or the iguana in his mouth and chew it. He's like a cartoon animal. He wanted to put it in his mouth, and he's like, well. Funny as shit, he didn't understand what was going on. It was something in his mouth, and it was just running around through his lips. He's so goofy. He's so sweet, but he's such a dumbass. So look, we just spoke about this. Remember I said this isn't a push down. If we look at this, we didn't come down here to make a low, to come up and then retest the low. No, we've pushed up here. And I said, this is a range. We literally just spoke about this. But remember the square over here? This is a range. That this whole wick is a range. We broke back into that smaller time frame range on a higher time frame. So what are you going to do? You're going to retest the highs. So the technicals work, right? Very technical pair. It's doing, if you're able to read it, it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Just, it's doing it right now at a faster pace. So you're seeing it on like a 5 and a 1 minute, right? But we need a stronger time frame, a higher time frame, more heavy duty time frame. Yeah, please drop a like and sub to the channel while we're at it, right? While we're on the topic. Likes and subs. Build my BE. What's up?
Yeah, if you're here and you haven't dropped a like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
Like me, I haven't liked yet. Shit.
Like, are you even part of this community, bro?
No, I apologize.
You're doing, my friend.
Extremely ghost. Just.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't even drop a like on my own stream. About to do it. Yeah, boy, we liking it up. Please drop a like, sub to the channel. Please, please, please. There's no way I can get 100k subs if you guys don't keep subbing and ghost followers. Hey, W, thank you very much. Got some subs.
Dude, and there's so much value here. When I go to other people's streams and I stop by other people that I know, it's just so fun, bro. You come in here and there's value here. It's different.
Yeah, boy. Coming in. There you go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Guy with the bag right here. You need a mic? What happened to your mic, Patrick? What happened? Got mine on a Facebook Marketplace for 40 bucks. HyperX. Yeah, this is a HyperX. You need a mic here. I got one from these headphones. Yeah, after I bought a pro mic. Yeah, this one just... Need a mic? So. There we go. New sub ad? What do you mean? Too loud. What does it do? I don't hear it. Does it make a noise? It makes a sound? I don't hear it when it makes a sound. Yeah, Santos, let me know. What are you talking about? Let me see. Hold on. Let's do it. We're going to hear a bit of an echo. Makes it cool. I didn't even know those made sounds. I don't hear them. All I hear is music and stream sound in my Zoom. I have all my like system sounds turned off. Okay, I'll work on that. Yeah, I'll make it. Might mute it. Hold on. Might mute those sounds in general. It does that. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, we need a few things. I forgot to add the timer. Fuck, the time. What time it is? The time's right there, technically, right? It's right here. But I need to add this in there. Probably right under the live. Top right. Probably gonna have the time there. What are you doing? Damn, son. Build it. Retested the highs. Just spoke about. Let's look where we're going. $41.23. So let's look at this. I'm looking at this drop right here. See what we could be mirroring and a push up, right? In the drop, and right now, where's my annotate? Look at this bottom wick area we're coming up from. So kind of have this area here. When it pushed up from here, it created a resistance there. We're kind of doing the same pushback up from that same area. But is it backed up? So you have it at you also have it right here, but is it at multiple time frames? And do we have a higher time frame confluence here? And do not. Here. Too far back. Yeah, I'm gonna ignore this 41.23 level. 41.22.5. $15 just closed. Let's look at it. No top wick. All right, maybe the 30 will create some structure. Maybe we can trade the next candle, because the first thing it did here was pull down, right? Wow, this might be a level for us to eventually take buys off of that closure. No wick here, right? That's kind of a level. If we break through, fill the range, whenever we do come back down to here, 41.18 might be a buy for us. For now, not doing anything here. I'm gonna let that rock. Ooh, 41.15 flat, possible buy. Not for me. Just possible reaction based on what we've printed here. I will be waiting for this 30 to close. No bottom wick on the current hourly, no bottom wick on a 30. There's a lot of ideas, but the market just hasn't printed structure. There's a lot of ideas for levels. We just have not had any candles print that we need. Be patient. Going to the high. Going to the high. We selling? We already sold earlier. Now we're just waiting on structure to print. 30. A sec. Buckle, you gold. Waited for that 15-minute close on the sell limits, but no top wick. I waited. Oh, you mean no top wick is good? You mean no top wick on the current candle? Yeah, I mean, funky here. Want the time frames to agree, my man. Want them to agree. Ooh, let the Zoom door come in. What's up, chat? Yeah, current, this was a good printer. 4-hour level. Is it a 4-hour level? Let me see. Yeah. Okay. Think we're going to test the gap tonight? I don't know, but if we do, we start heading down, there's some clean range down there. It's a if, not a is question, right? That's a if. Right now is, there's no answer to that. Hello, boss. What do you say to new trader like me? You know, every professional trader was once the person asking that question. And the difference is, the difference between those successful traders and everybody else is that they stayed long enough to become the answer. Okay? New traders don't need a strategy. They need patience. Most people don't lose because they can't read charts. They lose because they can't read themselves, right? So if you stick around, we'll fix both. But I'm glad you're here, and you got to realize your job isn't to make money yet. Your job is really to survive long enough to deserve it. the profits come after that. Okay. Nasty. This is nasty. Yeah, Friday high, current session high. I think it's took out liquidity and is headed that way to at least discount of the range. Well, that would have been TP1. I feel you. Yeah, the flip. I don't know. Right now, it hasn't done yet. Dude, for us to look for sells, we'd need a closure back below the range. So if we look at the 15 here, we really needed above closure above there. But if we're gonna look for some sells, we'd want that closure below here. Because this could play in many different ways, right? We can find support here right now, come back up, close back up above range. Right, this can do many different things here. You might get this looking like this, and you might get the next candle. Okay. Sorry, hold on. I get this respecting support. And next candle does this. That's what we're doing. We're going to fill this range up. Again, that's what we're going to look for. So a lot depends here on how we perform between 94 and 87. This B might just drop. If it drops, it drops. We'll get some closures belowsures. Hit by a mosquito. Hold on a second. Okay. 1530. Oh, 30 did not close bullish. Close doji. I was gonna say 30 closed bullish. We can look for a break out of lows into the range here. And then a rebreak out of highs. Let's see what we respected here. See this level, yeah. Up here. Okay. There's a 15 level, I think a bit higher, yeah. I do believe we will re-break this low. We should. Once we do, if we're able to tap support and close back up above range here, it'll have to, I'll need a bullish closure or a bounce down here at 87. If we can get to 87 or 89 areas, bounce up and close back up above 40.97, we will look for some buys up to retest the high there. All right, we have the 15 closure. Wait. Looks I'm watching a TV show I downloaded and you just interrupted it. What does that mean? We're gonna wait on this 15. There's a high likelihood that the 15 flips to create a 30 bottom wick here. Use your free will wisely. Well, they're showing up here. You too. The minimalist. The enema list. I'm not big on anything that has the word enema in the title. People at the Zoom door, come in. Be enema. I didn't know what an enema was for the longest time, guys. I swear, throughout my childhood, I didn't know what that meant for time. My buys are flowing 60 plus pips. What do you want about? Okay. Congratulations. Really happy for you. Payout request approved. W. Good shit, Eddie. W. Well, while we wait for this to print the bottom wick or flip in general, we're gonna wait for this candle to print. Not doing anything on this candle. 4,100. Price at 4,100. I'm gonna act like price be at 420 right now. Go take a few pulls. Hopefully this candle gives us a bottom wick. Closes bullish. Let's see what happens. May create here a support here for more upside. Make sure down the mouth. Literally just drew it up. Let's wait. Be patient. Hey, Solo Trader, you said you were watching a TV show you downloaded, and I just interrupted it. How did I interrupt? Did I show up in the featured or in the recommendations on the homepage on YouTube? Is that what it was? Please tell me yes. We're trying to figure out if YouTube's let me out of jail. Yeah, for Eddie, I know they recommended you. I don't know if Solo got the same thing, because that would make like 4 people already tonight, which is something that never happened. I got you, Res. Did I show up though in the recommendations? Give me a second. I'm gonna get back. I'll let you into the Zoom. No, just their own. Come on. Oh wow. What? All right. Oh. beautiful. Thank you. Appreciate you. You what? You're really fast? You're super fast. You're fast with a cape. Funny how we discussed about the drive about 4097 for clean range here. Before any of this printed, we were like right, we saw this here. All right, when it was like this, we spoke about anything above 97. It's actually right there. A new subscriber, W. But we spoke about it right here for this clean range and fill there, above 4097, and it's actually on that scroll bar down there if you watch beginning of the stream. And then we actually filled it. Now we're looking for that same range, above 97 or below 87. Still applies here. Okay. That's what happened before any of that. All right, so we got our range. All those just need them to print. Need it to print favorably. Oh, that's... By the way, in about 10 minutes, gang, if you're part of the private community, if you got the bundle, please in 10 minutes at 9 p.m. Eastern, make sure you're on the Zoom side so I could run a 50K instant funded account giveaway. Okay, account giveaway. Skip the challenge. Great to fund it. Some of y'all work so hard to get that funded certificate. You go to Top Loan Futures, you buy an Ignite account, or you win it here. You get that certificate immediately. Imagine getting a school diploma without going to school. Shit, I didn't know I could do that. I feel like that's how the sales guys promote, right? To potential new victims. I mean, new customers. Yeah. Sorry, Wix, I don't do giveaways. How about this? You also don't do the bundle, so you got nothing to worry about it. All right? Call you? Sorry, trader. Solo trader. Damn. If you were one of the Three Musketeers, we'd never get the Three Musketeers. It'd be all for one and one for one. My nephew has the bundle. I have full access when I want it. Oh, you're scheming like that? Wow. We chipped down with the group fucking $8 each and bought the bundle. Damn, with your nephew? And nephew ain't saying nothing? Like, come on, Unc. You got 5 on it. Damn. You might want it again. Why would you want it if you trade on your own? You just want the access to the giveaways, or you just want to talk shit in the private community? I get it. That's some 50 Cent shit to do. Remember when 50 Cent bought all the Ja Rule's fucking concert tickets? Motherfucker performed for an empty fucking. That's wild. Imagine having a concert and one person buys all your shit, so nobody shows up. That's some New York Knicks fans to do, right? Like, that's some shit we would do. All right, looks like this range is getting filled. Let's look at the smaller time frame here. Oops. Look at these wicks. Look at a T. Look at a T. Huh. $55% off this week at Top One. Hey, use code WIX. Make sure you use code WIX. I forgot, man. Hold on. A few things I gotta do here. I need to write this down. All right, what do we have? We got one banner. Time. What else did I need to do here? Who remembers? Oh. Right. Hey. Hey, what do you guys use to calendar your trade? What calendar do you guys use for your trades so you can see like how you doing month, the week? What do you guys use? You guys use TradeZilla, or are you using the whatever? I heard Nick promoting something. PT. What are you guys using? Made your own? Is it similar with the colors and stuff? TradeZilla, but Eddie Zella, can you send it to me? I want one. You made it with Claude? Oh, you stack. If it works, dope, bro. Just send it to me. Oh yeah, Eddie vibe. TradeZilla, nice. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. That's brilliant, bro. I didn't think of that. It's on a local server. I'm gonna make it. Bro, just send me the file. And when you send it, can you please send my dollar bill with it? Just make it. It took me 2 hours. You remember how I spoke about that human beings, they're not stupid. They're just lazy. Like, if you got it, why the fuck would I spend the next 2 hours? I just ask you for it, right? In my head. I'm not asking you why the fuck I would do it. I'm just saying. In my head, it's like, yo, why the fuck would I do this shit? Let me just ask him. But that's brilliant. I probably, if I thought of it, I probably would have done it on my own. But you've done the work. Send it to me. Ooh. Felix, come on in. Send me my gold dollar. All right, the hourly ending here in 3 minutes, and if I don't see anything favorable, we're gonna do a giveaway, 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 a giveaway. In the session, the Asian session, give away 50K. Well, what? That's pretty dope, Eddie. Are you working on like making it a thing like an app, paid app? Is it yours or is it like somebody made it? Or are you working with somebody? Or did you just like... Okay, you made it by yourself. You got too much free time, that's what I'm gonna tell you. That's dope. I'm happy you got too much free time. All right, awesome. Yeah. Send me the beta. Please. So I can download it. And then when it goes live, I'll fucking... I have the affiliate. $40 seconds here for this 1 hour. Oof, Le Candle, huh? No, no Le Candle. $20. So here's what I see, right? We have a bullish 30, we have a bullish 1 hour. And if we were to get a leg candle, we got a support here that you could use. It's a very small stop, 40 pips. To refill this. Well, there goes that idea. Great, great talk, gang. Glad we had that conversation. Completely irrelevant now. Discussed it for 15 seconds. Took a split second to negate everything. That whole idea. Completely negated the whole spiel, the whole speech I was about to give. Hey, can you guys please close that door? Thank you. What you doing? Come on, buddy. And he scared half the fucking neighborhood away. fill of the wick. It's only a level on the 15 here. It doesn't fall in line with any other time frames. We're refilling the wick. This is what I was measuring here just now, seeing if we can get like a tiny stop, maybe like 7-8 pips, but it's quite a lot bigger. It's about 20 pip stop. I don't want to risk 20 pips on there on one single time frame. It's a low probability trade, although it's high reward. I want high probability, high reward, right? We're all about high here. Yes. All right, gang, while we're printing here, you know what? Let's do a giveaway. How about a 50K giveaway for everyone in the private community? So if you got the bundle, please hop into the Zoom side and I will run it in exactly 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes. 2:08. All right, gang, you know what to do in the Zoom chat. Come on, everybody, drop your names. Zoom chat, drop your names. Okay. Now, ready, set, go. All right, there he goes, Reggie. Just your names in the Zoom chat. Free Sunday Live. Oh, Mr. DH, the designated hitter. Damn. Yeah, it wasn't free until we won. Right? We kind of like, I started the stream, but like we had a runner going. We won some. We had sells for 50. And then kind of figured since we're in a runner here, and you know we already got a W in the private community, and we're gonna do a giveaway, and it's gonna be only for the private community. Might as well open up the floodgates, and if we get any more trades, you know, we'll have be a public stream. You know the deal. All right, honest question, gang. Can you hear my kids going crazy in the other room? Just yelling their lungs off? I want to see how much gain I need in this mic. Like, can you guys hear a belt hitting a skin? Like, can you guys hear that or no? You guys don't hear shackles, right? Any metal All right, cool. Just honest, no, for no reason, just really. He said, no, not really. Nope, no sound. Yeah, all accomplices, man. Help, please. Nah, you don't hear that. Definitely don't hear that. Oh, shit. I guess we're back to not being recommended on YouTube. Jokes! Jokes, of course, recommend this YouTube. Ask them to make louder sounds. I'm watching this tape, brother. Shit. Can you just say that? You're broke! You're fucking poor! Hold on a second, chat. Imagine Andrew Tate for you guys. Like, hey, come say hi. They just spoke about it. Our entry level, there's no entry level here because we're waiting. We're waiting on struggle. We wanted the retest of the highs. We spoke about this, but we also spoke about it doing that off support, not just without an edge for us. Okay? We need to know that we've tapped support and we're driving off support if we were going to come up here. Right now, as you're coming up here, right? Yeah, I guess there's just volume, but it's not volume, and you can anticipate. You can anticipate a bottom wick being made here, right? And that's what we're waiting for. And that gets out of the way the fact that this candle can now drive down. Not this one, right? That the way it's printed right now, but the fact when we opened, if we would have made a bottom wick, even if we had a top wick, not this big. But once we get that bottom wick out of the way, we get the fact that we're driving off support, and we get the fact that we've attempted to come down and failed. We get that out of the way. We don't have to be in a trade while all that happens and sit and draw down. So that's where your edge comes in, right? How to participate in a giveaway, get the bundle. Join the private community. You would have gotten a dub today, and you would have been in the running for a 50K instant funded account. I just bought here so many times and gotten smacked. It's not funny. Worth the wait. All right, let's do the giveaway, gang. I think that's everybody, right? That's everyone on the it's everyone on this side. Let's do this giveaway. Hold on. Polish power shot, you savage. The option Zonaldo. It's giving everybody World Cup nicknames, bro. Rest mode Messi. All right. Let's pause them. There we go. We can pause the music a little bit. Everybody ready? We're gonna run this. Okay. Is that everybody's name? Everybody sees their name? You're missing? Why aren't you on there? Why are you not on there? Nate Mar. Nate Mar. Nate, why are you not on there, bro? You got to be on there. All right. Let's get into it. Let's run it. Hey! Reginaldo! W. Number 7. Number 7. Wait, is this weird? I randomized the 12 unique entries. Okay, cool. How's there 11 people here? I don't know. Reginaldo, good job, Reginaldo. Congrats. You've won a 50K Ignite. Love you, bro. Kind of glad you're the one that won. Awesome. W. 50K winner. Should have been something else. Should have been. I think we need a second place. What, a 25K? Are those from your Zoom? Yeah, those are from my Zoom. Reggie one right here. Reggie in the bottom right. You guys see over here somewhere. Here. That guy with. Second place is for Messi. True. That's funny. Second place is for Messi. Haven't seen you add the lifetime. Yeah, I just spoke about it earlier. What are the things I still need to add on here? And I wrote that down, actually. I forgot to do it, as always. I need to get the banner up, the time, and probably change this traits taken into a separate box. Second place is for Messi. That's hilarious. Oh, hold on, chat. Showed it NQ. Yeah, somebody said something earlier about NQ. Not really looking forward to trading NQ. I don't really think it's necessary, especially here tonight. But yeah, congrats, Reggie. Reggie, do me a favor. Don't do me any favors. Send me your info again. I think I know it by heart, honestly. I think you're one of the few that I know by heart. But send it to me anyways, just so I could have it as a reminder in the Discord or text me. Text my phone. Serious. Let's look at the 4 hour. So last 40 minutes of this 4 hour. Clean range down, clean range to fill the wick up, right? 150 pips. But while the 4 hour can tell us a lot about direction for the session, it doesn't necessarily give us the timing for entry. That's where the smaller time frame comes in. And QTP hit Maji. Yeah, people spoke. I haven't even looked at it. How about that? It might have looked nice. I don't care. Point, I do not care. NQ is... Here's the deal. You have to loosely apply. Oh, give me a second. I just got interrupted. Hold on. Remind me what I was talking about. I pretty much take pancakes all day. I get 2 really good ones a day. Gold usually say, man, have I made an impact on your guys' trading? Tend to respect price action. I only trade NQ gold because all assets have the highest volume traded daily in the market. But it also depends what kind of asset and how it's affected and like what makes it move. And what I found is there is nothing, absolutely nothing. It's not the biggest moving pair, right? Or in terms of like spot price, or the biggest moving contract in terms of futures, right? When I'm talking about gold. There's nothing that's more technical than gold. There's not a single instrument you can trade that is more technical than gold. NQ is less technical than ES. Just simply by what it is affected by and what runs it. But if we're talking about, you know, pure technicals and being the best at that, and gold is the technical pair. It's the standard for technical trading, for technical analysis. The gold standard. It just is. It's very technical, and we've gotten good at. We've gotten incredibly good. We're great at technical analysis, and this is a technical pair. That's what we're going to do. We're putting ourselves in a position to succeed. It's like trading at NYSE Open, right? You're putting yourself in a position to succeed. What's my trading style? Price action. So NQ, I've traded it. I've noticed it's not as technical as gold. There are certain nuances, the certain variables we use for our equations for specific trades that are not there when it comes to NQ. Right? In terms of pancakes, wick entries, even in terms of celery plays, like it's just different. And those small little differences could mean the difference between a win or a loss, profits or you know, or drawdown or losses or less profits when it comes to day trading. It comes to trading the way I trade. Yes, like price action is price action, and if there's a chart, that chart should respect price action better and better with the more history that it has, right? But if we're doing technical analysis, we really want as much history as possible, right? Because that's what we do. Technical analysis, study of historical price data. You look to the left. Why do you look to the left? Because that's historical price, right? And what happens with that? It's there. Historical price is reflected in the current markets because it's patterns, right? I spoke about this before, right? And especially in the futures market, the fact that companies and industries have to place trades. Trades have to be placed. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? This is where the entire world hedges everything. I spoke to the farmers hedge their crop here. Airlines hedge their fuel here. We really literally spoke about. That's why it's called futures. It determines the future, the future price for the economy. That's what, you know. It makes sure everything. It's the insurance for the global economy. So if they all hedge here, they have to place trades regardless of price in order to hedge their positions in other fields. They're not looking for price. They're just not looking to hedge their risk on the other end. So trades have to be placed. And if trades have to be executed, there are patterns and edges that you can use to your advantage. We're not here to hedge like everyone else does, right? That's why we're retail traders. As retail traders, we are here to take advantage of the predictability that their hedging and them having to execute creates. That's why we're here. And that predictability is most noticeable in gold. I mean, I can't explain it any simpler. Wait, do we have? Where's our music? How am I doing this to no music? Waiting for gold to drop. I'm waiting for it to do anything during the session. If we don't get much during the session, like I don't care for a drop or a rally up. I really don't care which one it is. We're gonna take advantage of whatever it does, not whatever we predict or whatever we hope, right? Like I spoke about this before. I hate getting into that conversation of what I'm hoping for because it invites you marrying that thought. Like I've learned, like, oh, this, and trust me, it's not because it happens, not because it's happening, just because, like, over time I've learned, I've experienced it. Like, people have asked me, like, what do you want to see here? I tell them what I want to see, what I prefer, and then I would expect that the entire session, the entire night, I'd marry that and be like, damn, that's what I expected, and like, and I keep expecting it. And I don't want to keep expecting it, right? I want to watch it happen and then have the answer to what's happening. Have the map to what's actually happening, not give it the map what I need it to do. They're both wild in their own sense, that's for sure. Yes. I'm call right here. I don't care for anything here. Damn, Nate. Like that? Just dip like that? No, don't do that. Come on. Sounded terrible. You can't dip like that. You're a mod. At least give up a parking spot or something. People trying to happen. The Dylan, well, was I banned from the Discord server? I have no idea, but if you were banned, definitely deserved it. There's not a single person that has been banned that didn't deserve it. You better watch how you're talking and where you're walking. Or you and your home. I got the payout from the bundle account. Finally! Savage! Wait, hold on. You got the payout or the bundle account? How does that make sense? Payout from the account that was promoted during June. During the month of June, right? During the month of May, I don't remember. We do a giveaway? Yeah, I did a giveaway earlier. So that's a W, bro. Hold on, and then you dipped from the bundle? Chew. 55 days. Yeah. Gave away a 50K account to Mr. Reggie. I was gonna give up your whole government for a second. Look, we got 30 minutes here. We haven't done shit. Thing has not done anything. Original Jenkins. No, you don't remember? He's only got one name. It's Reginaldo. Reginaldo. If your name was Reginaldo, you might as well never have a last name. I would just walk around with one name. Right? Ronaldinho, Romario, Reginaldo, Kaká. If my name was Kaká, I'm definitely walking around with like 8 names other than Kaká. Regward Pippington. That's a good one. And know I just posted that payout thing in the payout channel. I can't see the server or join it. Right? Oh, you're right. The last thing I see in the payouts channel is, bro, you gotta know what the problem is. Wait. No, if you were banned, you have to know why. Like, you would know why. Like, you did some shit, bro. Tell me. Tell me. Let's talk it out. 1-800 got clapped. Hotline. Operator standing by. I literally don't know. Somebody would know. What's your Discord name? Might have looked sketchy, so you got it. Hold on. What, you think you banned him? Can you go check? Can you go see and check for what he was banned? Was it like something weird or something serious? Yeah. But can we VAR this? Yeah, let's VAR. I need the VAR on here. Chat. I literally posted it was something on the bus. You should be good. Wait, but can we find out why he was banned? Can we not like back and forth? Like, I'm curious. I think chat is curious as well right now in general. I think there's people picking up popcorn right now, cooking popcorn just to figure out. Just to find out. I need to know why I was banned too at this point. No, bro, you can't file a fucking report here. I just want to know. Oh, options banned him for what he thought it was a scam. Yeah, we get a lot of scam accounts. So I don't know why he would look scammy. Abby Forest. Did you promote anything? And as soon as I say that, YT puts calcium. Stop that. He was talking about Roger. That's fine. Wait, you wouldn't know. Nothing wrong with talking about other people. Posted your payout tagging. W. Abby was promoting his feed pics. No, what? If anything, that would have gotten fucking pinned. We would have pinned that. Would have been a pinned message. Wait, did I tell you that when I went with Benny? I mean, with one of my birds that Benny tried to eat to the vet? I told you about that. Did I tell you about the goat that was there? I actually took a video of it. I don't remember if I posted it. You might have banned me with the scammer's message above me. I don't know, bro, but whatever it is, I think they just opened the door for you again, and you got one more chance. Ooh, baby, give me one more chance. Yeah. Like, at this point, you shouldn't even care. You should just, like, be quiet and like, be happy you're back in. Otherwise, they might figure... It's like the feds. They might find anything and use it against... Oh. I mean, the stream started off nicely, right? But since then, this has sucked. Yum, goat. No, dude came into the to the vet with a goat, and then he came out, and the thing, he had a leash on it, but it pulled the leash. So while he was signing papers at the vet, the fucking goat rammed the glass door. So he had to grab it by the horns, dragged it outside, opened his trunk, and fucking just threw it in the trunk. This is the funniest vet visit I've ever had. Ooh. 2 minutes for this 15, and then we're into the last 15 of this 4-hour candle. I got a buddy also. His like, it was really funny. This is going back like 10 years ago. He was his girl wanted a goat for her birthday. She was just playing around, saying they're so cute. So this fucker went to a farm, bought her a goat. Next thing you know, she's driving home from work. She's like, yeah, and then you look in the back seat and there's a fucking goat. Ah, ah. I was like, you're an idiot. What'd you do with the goat? He's like, yeah, I took it to the Koreans. Took it to the Koreans. I told him he should have hired a Haitian chef. Would have made fucking curry goat. Kind of cool though. It was like, it was pretty. It was like black and white and it was like short. Like, but he kept trying to ram my knee. That was weird. Hey gang, please drop a like, sub to the channel, and keep showing up. Keep showing up. Oh yeah, share the stream. Gotta share the stream. My cousin has 5 goats, the little cute ones. Yeah, Reggie, whenever you can, just send it. Evie, hey, yeah, I got you. Show message. Use X? Not really. Like, the way I use it, you wouldn't describe that as using. You had 300 goats and sheep? Why? Like, well, my friend, look, I live in a place where this is normal, man. I need 50 goats for sacrifice, 50 goats. The guy was emperor in his village. He has all the wives. The food? Yeah. It's also an animal. You should have seen ICT and Patrick live, John. Good content for the weekend. Which Patrick? Wheeland? PW? Man. Shout out to both of them. They're both more famous than me. still food. Some countries don't have Western privileges. Yeah, you're right. They literally started beefing each other randomly on it. Well, I don't know. I know both of them. I know ICT knows who I am. I don't know if PW knows who I am. So my opinion's really irrelevant. And I don't like, that's not what I find entertaining. Like, I don't know. For some reason, like, how come ICT knows you? He's been on our stream before. He's shown up. He's literally shown up on this stream and went, hey, just giving you a shout out. Or something like that. He was like, what's up? Like, I watch from time to time. So apparently he watches from time. He might be watching right now. I don't know. He showed up on this stream and literally spoke to us. So he knows who I am. I know that. But PW? No, never. I've never crossed paths with him. Although he's I think he's like 20, 30 minutes away. His compound is like probably like half hour away from me. Yeah, over the years, like a bunch of people have shown up. Hey, start trading. I see what you're looking at, right? So you're looking at at roughly this range here, 135 to 120, right? You're looking at this area here. And it might fill it up. You expecting the gap fill to fill by this week or even today? No. I'm not expecting anything. Can it happen? Yes, it can. I just can't. I don't expect it. I don't have an expectation anywhere here. No one was more famous than Beetlejuice. Fact. I don't expect that. Just if I see it, I see it. Because if I have an expectation, if it doesn't happen, like I got to plan for other things, right? I don't have an expectation. I just know whenever it does get filled, there's only one certainty. Whenever it does start coming down here, it's going to do it fast. It's going to do it smooth. We should not have any issue filling the gap because this is clean range down. The way you would look at this is, right, there's big bullish candle here from over the weekend. So as you start getting a closure below, you're looking to correct that. And when you correct it, you look at supports, and that area is right at a support. So guess what? As soon as you tip that area, I spoke about this last week during a public session. Whenever you tip that that gap fill area, when you typically see a nice reaction. Right, and if this is our gap fill, look, there's a level there right next to it too. Like somewhere in between here, there should be, this price is coming down. It should be looking like this. Oops, wrong color, sorry. Right, come down here. Whenever price does decide to come down, it should be doing this, coming down, bump, and give you something like this at that area. So if whenever it does start doing that, you might be looking for the gap fill down. But after that happens, if this is a solid stop here, right, 6 pips, depending, and let's say as you're coming down here, the smaller time frames, in order to print this, are doing this. Oh, sorry, are doing this, right? As you're into this, and let's say a 15 is giving you that. Hell yeah, bottom wick entry here, right? To push back up. Like if you also have the smaller time frame falling in line, and you need a support somewhere here after you're seeing that color, and you're like, holy shit, this is the gap fill, right? You're gonna bounce off of it. You got a solid stop here, right there, and you should see that next. You typically should see that area. About 100 pips here to catch. But that's all I know in terms of that gap fill. I just don't know when that's gonna happen. If it's gonna happen this week, next week, whenever. You know? There's a lot of nuances taken into consideration. As you're coming down there, it's not like, oh, that's the gap fill, let's just set a buy limit and be good with it. You're gonna, yeah, it's a gap fill, but clean range. But in order to act on it and have, you know, confidence in what you're doing, you need time frames telling you the same story, you know, or at least have the same narrative, maybe different parts of the same story. And just because you're expecting that here, now you're like, all right, I'm just going to wait for this buy. No, there's plenty of, before that even happens, there's another 600 pips worth of work you can put in, right? So there's shit that happens here. So worry about where you're at while being aware of the higher time frame, right? When in doubt, zoom out, see what's going on, and put the story together with the smaller time frame. And then everything starts lining up. At some point, you're like, holy shit, everything lines up here. Yeah, that's where you go heavy. The next thing should be like, oh, nah, this is where I'm going to place a trade. No, the next thing is like, if my probability here is 90-10 and the stops are not massive where I can raise my risk or raise my lots, my contract size while maintaining the same level of risk at a 90-10 position, you absolutely go heavier. Six minutes here on the hourly. Josh B looks a lot like Ike. You guys remember Ike? That picture of Josh B reminds me of Ike. Overextended for buys right now? No, we're not overextended. We're in a range. Smaller time frame. I thought it was Ike until I saw the name. Yeah. Top one, usually within like a half hour, 15 minutes. It's fast if you've already done it before. If it's your first time, I think it takes a couple hours, and then every time after that, or an hour, and then every time after that, it's pretty fast. Not too awesome of a session here. Just kind of ugly. Like, think about these 4 wicks have been our session. Like, this is our entire Asian session. It's nothing too phenomenal. 3 minutes here on the 4-hour candle. What can you say? We closed bullish. We expect price to ride up, and which means what? We would expect a top wick at least on the next candle. If that's the case, it means a push up. We shouldn't push down unless we tap resistance, which means if we're going to look for buys, it's got to be above this resistance to that. About 100 pips to fill. Somebody has something to say? It's not. A W. More subs. Song's a banger. 1 minute. All right, this be interesting. Get a closure above, as long as we get a top wick, right? Take a look at the bottom wick on that 30. Oh, fuck off! Really? Really? I'm here planning for these buys off a bottom wick, but really, there's no more range here. So that closure tells us, okay, gang, look, the 4-hour closed bullish. I do expect this to ride up and create a top wick. But where we were going to top out, I don't know. This tells me that there's no range. Smaller time frame tells me no range. Higher time frame has range, which means I'd expect a higher time frame pullback and a push up. But we need more candles to print here. Remember I said the smaller time frame needs to fall in line with the higher time frame to tell the same story. But right now, this is telling me this is resistance, and we've topped out, while the 4-hour still has room. So it might be not this candle, right? We might create a top wick here. So if you see it push up here, that's the creation of that range, and then eventually the 4-hour can push up later on. But this is tough. This tells us that there's no more range here. This is a first support. It's going to tap. It can break this high, create that top wick. But that closure tells us it should come right back down. So we need more closures. And that was a 30 and a 15. We're going to need at least a 30 closure here. Yeah, gang, that sucks. This means there's quite a few candles that's got a print here for us to take advantage of this. So what I'm going to do is I think we're going to take this into the private community, into the bundle. And if you got access to that, I think I'll trade this in there when it shows up, when it sets up. Take this into the signal channel. If you guys want to be a part of that, get the bundle. Other than that, I will see everybody here tomorrow. We need, yeah, there's no range. That candle told us there's no range, so we need more. If this one drives up, what about that works? Yeah, that means it's not your trade. It means it's creating the range that you need. So let it drive wherever it wants to. Let it create the range that I need to eventually trade later. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Congrats to Reggie on winning a 50K account. Congrats to everyone in the bundle that caught the 50 pip W earlier on. And we're going to look to keep it moving tomorrow. Okay, we'll be right back in the thick of things. Ideally tomorrow around, I think around 8:30, 9 a.m. I'll be on here. Maybe 8 a.m. if I get everything done. But I think around 8:30, 9 a.m. we should be here for New York session. Okay. Shout out to Wix. Yeah, shout out to everybody that caught some W's. And there's quite a few people that actually passed their accounts today. I've gotten 4, I think. Yeah, 4 DMs that people have passed their accounts. That trade. So, W. Congrats to everybody. Like I said, congrats to Reggie on winning a 50K account. Please send me your info, Reggie. Don't forget. And Zoom gang, bundle members, Clubhouse. Zoom gang, I'll see you guys in the Clubhouse. Mods, thank you so much for helping me run the stream. Chat, love and wisdom to you all. As for me, gang, you guys already know the deal. My time here is up, and just like that, another Asian session is in the books.